PvP in the new world. It's fun and it's hectic as. My name is Fury SFX, and these are my top 5 tips to help you get better. Number 1, movement is king in the new world. If you got light armor, you can do some rolls. As you notice, whenever you do the rolls, you get a little bit of a slow punishment afterwards. To counteract that, go ahead and switch weapons or sheath your weapon and just keep on moving forward. This is a great tactic to use, especially for your light armor, because you are kind of like a glass cannon and you can get out of the way just in time and get right back into the action when you need to. So definitely abuse it. Tip number 2, bait out attacks. As you know, every single person in New World has 3 strong attacks that they can use, and they have cooldowns to them. So most of the time, you want to use that when you think you have a guaranteed hit. One of the best ways to bait an enemy is to roll straight through them. So as you're running away or doing whatever you need to, don't be afraid to roll straight through the enemy. Most of the time, they think they have an easy hit, and they will use their strongest attack, and then boom, now they have a cooldown for it. Tip number 3, use block. A lot of people don't use block, they just use dodge, or they try to run away and they kind of ignore using block. Remember, block uses stamina, so you gotta have just a little bit in there to be able to block it. It's not like rolls where it's a straight amount. Block uses a variable amount based on how much block damage you're actually doing. One of the best ways to use this, and it goes back to tip number 2, but you can roll into the enemy and go straight into a block. From there, they're going to use their main attack, you block it off, and then right when they're done, you use your main attack, and then boom, you got the upper hand, and then you can go ahead and start kiting some more if that's what you want to play, or go back to a more defensive stance and wait for them to attack again. Tip number 4, learn other builds, especially their key abilities and what weapons identify with them. One of the cool things in New World is that you can actually see what weapons the enemy has. So they have a great axe or a musket or a bow. You can see that on their back. So now you know what to expect in a fight, and you can go back to baiting out those strong attacks like we mentioned earlier. Tip number 5, and a lot of people already know this, but some maybe not. Your passive abilities for certain weapons do not transfer over when you swap those weapons. For instance, on Hatchet, you have the Berserk ability, which will heal you. But if you swap weapons, the healing stops. So make sure you use that passive ability to its fullness before you swap weapons if that's what you want to do during the fight. Those are my top 5 tips for PvPing in New World. And yes, they do work for open world and for dueling. I have been building a hatchet and bow build. And if you want to see this, let me know down in the comments. And if you yourself have some great PvP tips for the community, please leave them down below. And don't be afraid to come check out the stream sometime. My name is Fury SFX, and have a good day.